I'm VJEd here with Alliance Home Inspections, and we're riding with Troy. Kevin is still exploring the crawl space, looking for a way to turn on the water while inspecting as well. Here's a quick look outside, and then we join Troy and the buyer clients in the basement as the inspection of this complicated but well-built structure moves forward. Here with Alliance Home Inspections, we're inspecting a very nice piece of property here. It has a slate roof that we just checked out with the drone and the 360 camera. We've got a lot of editing to do with that. There's another little camp over here I'm going to go to, but this is what it looks like from this side of the world. The boys have found the septic tank, and they're trying to get the water turned on so that they can do a flow test and all that. But I'll give you a little sight inside. Actually, this looks like a pump station. That's what it is.
He's got the majority of the septic completed, right, but he's trying to find a valve to turn on some water, right, so we can introduce a lot of water into the system. Right. We're having a little trouble with that, so I don't know if there's somebody that can help us. He's back in that crawl space, and that crawl space goes a long ways. Right. But he's back there so far that I can communicate by phone. Okay. Yeah. So he's scoping that. He's taking a lot of pictures down there. So that's where we are. I've done the outside of this home. I've completed the outside of the other home.
Can you see this is concrete pipe?
What's that?
This is concrete pipe.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
Can you see that here?
Yeah,
No, I have not in my 12 years.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen it probably less than 5 times.
So is that why it's considered a bomb shelter?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen this in a home.
No.
Really? All the years you've been?
No. You got a good understanding right here.
So I'm gonna call and I'm asking for how do we
Turn the hose bit on.
We gotta have exterior spigots turned on. Now, the one in the guest home, there's none of the water's turned on there.
it will not be.
Okay, it won't be.
Because it's a seasonal,
Sure.
so
Okay, perfect. Because there is an outside spigot there. I was gonna say we could just turn that one on, but if we get this one turned on,
Yep.
that'd be great. And then also the key to the generator,
Yep.
I want them to start that unit up and make sure it's working.
sure.
It's locked.
There's Kevin.
The whole floor is concrete, Ken. There's no wood joists here.
Didn't see any all the way down to the corner.
It's all the way concrete. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a lot of concrete.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. And I mean, I would put in radiant heat and.
Oh, it would have been so cool. Yeah. Would have been so cool if they'd have had
The
it
only
back
way you
then.
can do it now is to,
So,
try to pin it to the underside and hope that it would eventually transfer.
we don't know how thick it is. It could be 12 inches thick.
Yeah, that's
Um,
unbelievable.
it's,
So there's no termites.
no. You got no termites in this place. There are absolutely no termites, except for the few things they might find to eat. But
This
it won't
foundation
bring the
will be
house
here.
down, that's for sure.
This Kevin.
How'd
How'd you do, Kevin?
Wow, it's a long crawl.
Did you find it? Is it back?
We sent the biggest guy in there. I was on the roof.
If we follow the water service coming in, we can't figure out.
You'd think there'd be an advantageous place to turn it on and off,
Well,
but
here's obviously the storage tanks.
it's a hot water, but those
Oh
are,
no, this isn't. Oh, is this
Yeah,
the
it
house?
is.
yeah.
It's
How's
just
the
storage.
furnace look?
So
It
this-
looks a little.
This,
He'll go
this is
over
not
that.
turned on, valve shut off, I don't know why.
He'll go over it with you.
Must be a reason.
They'll
This
generally
one's operational.
look for tags to see when it was last
Yeah.
serviced, and the best thing is to make sure that it's serviced.
It's a boiler system.
And then you'll know everything
so,
about
it's
it,
gonna
you
keep
know,
on
at least
random
from a
times depending
heat
on
temp.
when you need to heat.
That way
But
it's not
it's
just
police function
that
right
the
now,
pipes look
service
good or
last year,
anything like
right,
that.
they probably
And
should be
it's
serviced
just
again.
Right, no.
better to,
This type of system here, the Long McLean system, is a very popular
Yeah.
boiler system.
Yeah, I just put one in a
Yeah.
commercial property.
Yep, so you're familiar with
Yeah.
them, but.
But so since it's forced air,
No, this is a boiler system. That heats, I mean, this is how you get your hot water right through the air.
there is forced air ducting down.
But
Yeah.
there is forced air duct in the home.
so
They
is
must have
there
a
a
coil.
coil
There
that
must be a coil
the
somewhere.
air handler blows across? It's a radiator, so this heats the water,
Correct.
and the air is going to blow across the coil.
Correct.
These get distributed down because I crawled all the way down. There are these little like substation kind of deals that the hot water will pass through.
Oh wow! So you have
All
intermediate
Yeah, all throughout.
radiators so when the air handler is running, you've got intermediate points.
Yeah.
I guess there's no water problem. I don't see a sump pump.
No.
Exactly.
No, very dry down here.
Very dry.
Yeah.
A lot of times we're gonna concentrate on the walls to see if there's any moisture coming
You
in.
can't imagine to use 134A for a heat.
The other thing
system
with
either.
concrete, I mean, we brought a radon test, but there can't be any radon.
Oh, I forgot. I have a radon test. I brought it with me.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's got, where
Was
should
it
we
like
put
a
it?
Home Depot
I
brand?
mail
order.
ordered.
Yeah,
I mail
Amazon,
ordered.
yeah.
Do you do a reading for 3 days?
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean they're not like the ones that we use.
I know.
The units we use, we kind of have them calibrated every
Is
year.
it too late to throw that in the mix? What do you
Do
think?
you have? Oh, we probably only have canisters,
I
right?
drop mine off in Sullivan's so very dry.
Yeah.
Day. Yep.
You
We'll use what we got. And,
Okay.
there's the oil tanks.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just getting ready to look
How do
at
you get
those.
another?
Yeah.
Hopefully they never leak.
This is the owner.
He makes submarine models.
Jonathan, his name's Mr. Enos.
Howdy, sir. How are you?
Good, good. We are trying to get access to some type of water on the outside of the home, so we can, everything. Right, yeah.
Around about that. We had the easy answer.
He would come and test it
Okay.
right here.
Oh, bin. Oh, it's a bin.
For water.
Water.
He fills with water.
Gotcha,
And he would,
gotcha.
Put the submarine in the ocean too.
Oh, really?
Okay,
And they
all right, we can't turn,
everything is so
Area.
Really?
They can't turn the water on.
yeah,
We can't.
yeah, that's okay. That's just a miscommunication, but typically we need water access to do our septic portion of the inspection. But yep, appreciated that. Sure. Okay, well, we'll get through this. I appreciate your time, sir.
Oh, he wanted to talk to
Okay.
the generator.
Oh, yeah, so the generator's locked and I just want to, I guess she has the key. Yeah,
But he was explaining something.
yeah, Bina has the key, yeah.
He was explaining something.
He was explaining how to, I guess it's on automatic.
There's a manual, there's typically a manual button. Is that what you're referring to? Yep, and then get an auto. Yep, yeah, I'm familiar with the unit. I think we're all set for right now. Yeah, thanks again for your time. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So what was the analysis of the water to flood the now?
So he said don't turn on any valves in the basement. Hope, make sure Kevin knows that,
Yeah.
because he said a lot of stuff will start leaking. He says well, he didn't say it like that, but he says if you don't do it in a certain
Order.
format or a certain order,
Are we
you
gonna
could
be able
potentially
to
have some
privy
issues.
to that as owners?
Before? Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that'll be on your disclosure.
He may be beneficial to make
Meet with.
contact with, so you
I
can
know.
walk you through the process as
Do you
far as
think
how
he'd
he
be
does
open
it.
to that after closing?
Yeah. Well, let's do it the day before
Or-
closing.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because really, I mean, I think he and Eric will get along fine.
It's easy to see now how beneficial it has been for the clients to have been on site during this inspection. The willingness of even the seller to explain some of the complicated maintenance questions will make all the difference in decision making and ultimately even at closing and transfer of this beautiful property. Asking the right questions and having the right answers is vital in any real estate transaction. Troy and Alliance Home Inspections have proven their communication skills and construction knowledge as invaluable once again. Now Troy is testing the operation of the whole house generator, and Kevin will come back to explain the rest of the issue with the sewer pump station test.
So as I turn this on, it told me that this gets tested once a week.
By
So
itself, it's automatic.
Automatically tested. And that's
Nice.
common with these units.
Yes. They run like a 10-minute cycle or something. Or
Correct. So I put that back on auto, so if anything happens, it will turn back on.
right?
I don't see any type of maintenance tags here.
No.
No, right here. Actually, they just recently, looks like they may have just maintained this.
Solar Marine LLC.
Yep.
Yep. 3521.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that works.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be chasing you down.
I don't go very far.
Okay, all right. Where's Eric?
He's down there poking around.
Eric, don't turn anything on.
Yeah, no
Where
valves.
did he go?
So how
Are
are
you
you gonna
down
fix
there?
that?
Okay.
Like,
What's that?
did he say he can turn it on or anything like that?
No.
Just be
we're
best
not-
to have
we're
him
not
do
gonna
it.
have any outside water today.
Okay.
So just you pulled up on the pump and all the way up, and it didn't operate.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a water sensing unit as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it, for safety reasons, we get hung up on something, doesn't continue to run.
Right. So,
But
and
I
we may
pulled
have
up
to
on
ex-
that some.
We may have to explain this to Eric too, as well. But
All right, Eric, they need to explain something to you.
I'll let you explain what we do. And
So usually we pull the covers off the pump stations there and we flood them and verify pumps operating, make sure nothing comes back from the leach field. I pulled the level sensor up and it didn't have any power. The pump didn't turn on.
Right.
Now it could be like it needs water, water as well to be able to kick it on. So as of right now, there's no power to the
Pump.
pump. Yeah, which the level is very low,
Uh-huh.
so you won't need it for a while. But,
Yeah. Couldn't we just turn the water on inside here?
well, yeah.
So he's afraid if we turn on this water now, it would freeze.
No,
I
it's
didn't talk to
I
him.
was, there's a certain order to turning on to charging the system. That's what he told me, and he basically said that if he would have known that stuff needed to be ready, then he would have done it when he was there the other day. But he said, whatever you do, don't play with the valves or anything right now, because of that reason.
We're gonna need,
He's gonna have to show us.
Can we turn the water? So turning the water inside the house.
Because
Sorry, being down.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
1,000 gallon concrete tank. It will just it's not even gonna make it to the pump.
in fairness to everybody here,
I mean, he knows so much about this.
we're gonna have,
We're gonna
Rita
have to-
said,
Oh yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to
Let's
walk through it. Let's take it.
We can take it like even like the day before closing. Like he comes and shows you.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah, I agree for your
Protection.
peace of mind and protection. I would try to make.
Do you think he'll be amicable to that?
I think so.
He sounds-
I can let him know that would
I
be
mean, it's
something
vital.
I spoke with him. He sounds like he wants to help out.
Does he?
He goes, Troy, if I would have known that, I would have had it ready for
Okay,
you
all right,
guys.
okay.
I think it'd be beneficial at some point
Absolutely.
if,
Like
if you
even
guys
if you're
can
yeah.
communicate in
Uh-huh.
some way.
Yeah.
Because he sounds like
obviously,
Okay.
When are you leaving?
well, we were gonna leave on Sunday. I mean, we can't check the septic system without water. I
what do
mean,
we do?
I mean, I see a lot of hose up in, but still, it would take forever to fill that tank.
Yeah, you just.
it's really nothing. I mean, we're obviously, according to our state training, this portion that Kevin's trying to do, we can't do it. So
Do we have, how about this? We don't need to be here. We could do everything and have you come back.
Yeah, we'd have to
Warn
we'd have to
Mr.
pay for
Enos.
this.
somebody would have to,
Yeah.
you know.
How much
but-
would it, oh, that's,
We'll
I
work
mean,
that
we'll
out.
we'll figure that out. We'll
figure
keep that
out.
minimal.
I think
but
that's what we should do.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't you,
That,
that's
I agree.
logical?
Yeah, that's very
And
logical.
warn Mr. Enos that, okay, now we know this is a vital,
Yeah.
important part.
Right.
If it was something not as important, I would say.
Oh, I agree,
you know.
100%. Because what we want to do is we want to. It's over exaggerated the term, but we want to flood that system
Uh-huh,
so that we can make sure that it's going to hold up under optimum
Okay.
conditions.
okay.
And that's why it's so important to have water
It is.
access.
So we're really not gonna have that part of the
The septic
inspection.
system, yeah, right.
Yeah, so, maybe we could work on getting that
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Or on your schedule, like,
Yeah.
like next week.
If we,
I will talk to them and see when he can come back out.
Okay.
Yes, okay,
All right.
all right.
if he can just get that outside spigot running, we'll be able to do everything from that point.
And when you speak to him again, Rita, would you be so kind as to ask and say, look, if this all comes to fruition, would you meet with them like the day before, so we can walk us through, because this is like, he's been the caretaker for this property.
Yes.
We'll be the next, and then someone else after us.
Yes.
But we need to pass the baton in a
Yeah.
different manner.
And we
In
can't
my-
really count on his caretaker.
Yeah.
No.
In my experience, I find that with a lot of clients to be very beneficial.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me go figure that out.
Okay.
And
All right.
so that we'll be more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Just one more quick thing, Vina, when you talk to him, if you could just ask if it's okay if we leave that pump station, we'll put the cover back on, but we're gonna disturb the ground even more if we cover it up and then dig it back up again.
Can we leave
so-
the ground?
Yeah.
Right, it'll be easier for us.
Tell them the dirt's on a tarp.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
That's all right.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
So the generator's okay, right?
Yeah, you're good there. It looks like it just got serviced too.
Okay.
321.
All right.
Just so long as you're aware too, if that dirt stays on there for a week or so, it might kill the grass.
Yep.
I could try to.
The only thing we could do, we got 4 of us, we could pick up the corner of the tarp and set it at the flower
That's
bed.
what I was thinking. Set it off
All
the
right, I'm
side.
gonna tell her.
It's not very strong. That's the problem.
Oh,
So
okay.
I moved it once and it ripped a little
Can I
bit.
tell her that they're gonna put the dirt in the flower bed?
Well,
Just let it lie.
Yeah.
I think
There's a lot of weight there.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of weight. That
okay,
thing was
all right.
very sturdy.
Yep.
So.
All right.
Okay. All right, thanks.
All right.
It's all good. Beauteous. Now you know how beneficial it can be when you attend your home inspection. Check out episode 7 where we continued checking out the roof, guest house, drainage, and other amenities, all while breathing in the Maine coastal fresh air and spectacular views. See you next time with Alliance Home Inspections Riding with Troy. I'm Ed McCurdy, MC, DJ, VJEd.